It was supposed to be a normal day. We kissed the baby goodbye, told the babysitter we'd be back after work, and walked out the door. Everything felt completely normal until the phone rang, and suddenly, everything changed. 3 true babysitting nightmares. Babysitting is supposed to be safe. Quiet houses, sleeping children, a few hours of trust, but sometimes the person watching the child is the real nightmare. Tonight, these are 3 real babysitting horror stories, all true and all terrifying. Nightmare 1. In February 2025, in Florida, what began as a routine babysitting day turned into a medical emergency that would unravel a disturbing pattern. An 11-month-old baby was rushed to the hospital after suddenly going into cardiac arrest. The child had been left in the care of 59-year-old babysitter Anna Adamo. At first, the situation seemed confusing. There were no obvious injuries, no signs of forced entry, no visible trauma, but doctors quickly noticed something wasn't right. The baby's symptoms were severe, far beyond what could be explained by common illness. Toxicology tests revealed something terrifying. Ethylene glycol, the main chemical found in antifreeze. Authorities alleged the child had been intentionally poisoned. The infant required life support. Doctors fought to stabilize the baby while law enforcement began piecing together what happened inside that home. Investigators questioned Adamo. According to arrest reports, her explanations changed over time. She denied harming the child, but evidence reportedly pointed in a different direction. She was arrested and charged with attempted murder, aggravated child abuse, and then the story took an even darker turn. Because as detectives dug deeper into her past, they found something chilling. This wasn't the first time a baby in Anna Adamo's care had nearly died under mysterious circumstances. In February 2014, more than a decade earlier, a 6-month-old infant became critically ill while being watched by Adamo. The baby was hospitalized, placed on life support. Medical staff at the time suspected poisoning. Reports indicated the child may have ingested a toxic substance, possibly a household chemical. But the case stalled. Authorities did not file charges. Investigators reportedly lacked sufficient evidence to prove criminal intent beyond a reasonable doubt. The case faded. No conviction, no public outcry, no warning to future families. And for more than 10 years, Anna Adamo continued working as a caregiver. Anna Adamo has not been convicted. She remains accused, not proven guilty, in the antifreeze poisoning of the 11-month-old. But the resurfacing of a decade-old, eerily similar case has made this story far more disturbing. Because sometimes, the most frightening part isn't the crime itself. It's the possibility that warning signs were missed, that history quietly repeated itself, and that 2 families, separated by more than 10 years, may be connected by the same caregiver. When we think of danger, we imagine strangers in dark alleys. We rarely imagine it sitting in our living room, holding a baby. Nightmare 2. In March 2024, in Detroit, Michigan, Harmony Henderson was left with a babysitter the family believed they could rely on. Harmony was nonverbal and autistic. She couldn't explain what she felt. She couldn't tell anyone if something was wrong. To the outside world, it was a normal day. No warning signs, no visible danger. According to investigators, the babysitter, Isha Harris, became angry after Harmony vomited. What followed was sudden and violent. Emergency responders were later called. Harmony was critically injured. She never recovered. Police quickly focused on the babysitter. The details that emerged were horrifying, not because of gore, but because of who caused the harm. Someone trusted with a helpless child. Harris was arrested and charged with murder and child abuse. In court, she pleaded guilty. Her sentence, 28 to 50 years in prison. There was no long chase, no mystery suspect, just the unbearable reality that Harmony's life ended in a place she should have been safest. Harmony Henderson never had a chance to speak for herself. Her story is a reminder that evil doesn't always break in from outside. Sometimes it's already inside the house. Nightmare 3. The man under the bed. Every child has said it before. There's a monster under my bed. Most adults smile. They check quickly. They say everything's fine. This time, it wasn't. In March 2025, in Great Bend, Kansas, a babysitter arrived at a home to watch a child for the evening. Nothing felt wrong. The doors were locked. The house was quiet. Everything seemed normal. As bedtime approached, the child grew uneasy. They said something felt wrong. The child insisted there was someone under the bed. At first, the babysitter thought it was imagination, fear of the dark, a common childhood anxiety. Still, something about the child's reaction felt different. So she knelt down to check. Instead of shadows, she came face to face with a grown man hiding underneath. Not a prank, not a misunderstanding, a real intruder. The man lunged forward, knocking the babysitter back, then fled the house. Police were called immediately. A search followed, and the suspect was later arrested. Authorities charged him with kidnapping and other serious offenses. Investigators determined he had been inside the home before the babysitter arrived, hiding and waiting. No one knows how long he had been there. This case is terrifying because it wasn't random. The intruder didn't break in loudly. He didn't announce himself. He hid. He waited. And the only reason he was discovered was because a child trusted their instincts. If the babysitter hadn't listened, if she hadn't checked, there may have been no warning at all. Sometimes children sense danger before adults do. And sometimes the monster under the bed is very real. Sometimes the real nightmare is missing more episodes like this. This was Nightmares of the Family. Sleep carefully.